What is good? What's going on? It's Professor Miles. Wanted to hop on here, go live. I'm not sure how I even put this background on. It looks like I'm floating in the sky. You know what I'm saying? What's going on? Definitely at the cribbo, in my home office. One of two home offices that I have. So I'm in the upstairs office right now. So I guess it's symbolic that I'm up here flying. Um, but I wanted to talk about scholarships today and just be able to come here and send you all a positive message about being able to apply for scholarships. Is absolutely important. It's critical. It's a gateway and a pathway to financial literacy and being able to be financially consistent in your life. Many a times when you're in seventh, eighth, 10th, 12th grade, you're a freshman, sophomore, junior, or senior in college, you're in grad school, you feel like you're broke. You don't have any money. You feel as if you're not going to be able to make money, or if you do, it's going to be 20 years after you graduate. And that's not true. Of course, you can work a work study job. Of course, you can sign up to work at In and Out, Jamba Juice, the mall, work for your cousin, your auntie, do odd jobs, do hair, cut hair. Um, I used to cut hair in order to be able to make money. I definitely used to work at my school gym to make money. I definitely worked in an outreach program to go to high schools like Laces and Crenshaw High here in Los Angeles to be able to teach students how they can get into college because I'm all about going to college and maximizing your opportunities. You may ask why. Why am I all about that? College is the difference maker. In my family, I'm third generation college graduate. My grandma went back after having three kids and sawing her three kids go to college and graduate, or some of them didn't necessarily graduate on time, but go back and go to college. She decided to go back to college, and she went to schools in New York, the state schools, city schools in New York, called the Cooney School, CUNY. And so she went back at 40 years old to get her degree. My mom went back in her 30s to go and get her degree. So I'm the first one from my mom's side of the pipeline to actually go to college directly after high school. My father, he went to college. He was the only one out of his four siblings, or sorry, four children. So he has three siblings. He was the only one who went to college. He's the only person who boasts about reading a book from start to finish. Over your lifetime, and I went to graduate school directly after undergrad. So I got my master's from the University of Pennsylvania after I graduated from UCLA. And what I learned in my financial policy class is that students who go to college and graduate are likely to earn $1.2 million more over their lifetime. Would you like to make over $1 million more in your lifetime? Go to college, graduate, and go get your government or corporate job. I know, I know. I sound like I'm in the stone age of saying go to school, graduate, get you a government job, graduate, get a corporate job, graduate from school and having those different things. That's the normal talk that they tell everybody to do. I'm not here preaching the entrepreneurial pathway. Trust and believe you can still become an entrepreneur. Trust and believe if that's the pathway for you, absolutely 100% go do that. Go do that. I don't think a college degree hinders you from being successful. I believe it gives you an increased opportunity. If you become an entrepreneur and decide that you need to step away from that pathway and work, you can work a regular job. But now, because you have a college degree, your regular job might be a 50, 60, $75,000 corporate gig instead of an hourly wage gig Or maybe you're still working hourly, but you're working $50, $60, $70 an hour hourly wage. And that just gives you a higher income opportunity when you're working for the man. Okay. So it's an increased opportunity to make $1.2 million more over your lifetime in comparison to who? A high school graduate. I know there's outliers for the high school graduate, but only 38% of the United States population has a bachelor's degree. If you're earning $75,000 or more, you're in the top 15% of earners. If you earn six figures, you could be in that top 10% of earners overall in the United States. By having a college degree and working a corporate job, you have an increased opportunity to be in that 15%, that top 10%, because it's part of your normal corporate career track. That is what I am encouraging. How do scholarships come into the conversation? Scholarships will reduce your stress. You'll have less stress in school because you know that you have scholarships helping you to pay for school. You have 4 years in a college environment to learn yourself, understand more about who you are if you do it the right way. I have a book called Conquer College. I encourage you to go on Amazon and buy that book. You can read that book and it will give you the straight breakdown of an understanding of everything that you need to know on how to conquer college. That's why I named the book Conquer College. I also have a free list of scholarships, 140 plus scholarships that you can apply for, starting with fourth graders all the way up to graduate students. What is graduate school? Graduate school is talking about law school, becoming a doctor in any capacity. So you could be a doctor of medicine, an MD. That's the real doctor, the original doctor, the doctor of doctors. When you say, I'm a doctor, we know what you're talking about. You have an MD. You could also be a nurse. You can get a master's in nursing, become a nurse practitioner. And you can also get a master's in business administration, which is an MBA. That is what George Bush, President 43, has from Harvard University. You can also get your Juris Doctorate. That's something that you can go to graduate school for, also known as your JD, aka a law degree. That's what Barack Obama, Hill Harper, Michelle Obama, Kamala Harris, that's the degree that they have. They are lawyers by practice and by academic study. You can continue to apply for scholarships while you're in graduate school. You can continue to apply for scholarships if you're already in college. You did not miss the wave. You did not miss the mark. If you go to professormiles.gumroad.com, you can get 140 scholarships for free. If you are incredibly ambitious and you're in high school and want to apply for scholarships before you even get to college, one, kudos to you. I did the same, and that helped me get over $100,000 in financial aid. I didn't pay to go to UCLA. They paid me. I utilized that to be able to study abroad, and I visited London, Brussels, Amsterdam, and Paris. I continued to work a work-study job at the school gym. Shout out to the John Wooden Center. If you haven't, go ahead and look at the John Wooden Pyramid of Success. I guarantee you it's so helpful for you understanding how you can continue to be a successful person. Excuse me while I drink some coffee. Now, this is incredibly important for you to be able to build up who you are by looking at how you can increase your ability to go to school, become a leader, put yourself in position to have corporate opportunities, being able to put yourself in a position to be the top 15% or 10% of earners, to put yourself in a position to be able to earn $1.2 million more than the average high school graduate, which is going to be 62% of the United States population. This is why Barack Obama had a mission. And I'm not rooting for one president or the other. I am rooting for one president over the other. I vote. I'm an active voter, right? So, nonetheless, Barack Obama is way past his eligible terms to run for president, and I don't want a dictatorship by him or nobody else. But what I am encouraging is that what I am recognizing is that in 2020, he wanted a goal by 2020 that 50% of the United States populations had a bachelor's degree. He did not have an answer for student loans. I think that student loans are worth the cost. I know all the people who are like, how are you rooting for financial literacy? How am I advocating for financial excellence? And then telling people, go ahead and get student loans. Well, there's a group of people who are out there telling you to buy a home and get loans for that. There's people out there who are telling you how to leverage cars, car leases, and get loans for that. There's people who are out there telling you to put in options, calls on trading and investing into the stock market, who are asking you to take out financial loans in order to put in those calls. Everyone here is talking about leveraging debt in order to increase your overall income opportunities, your overall financial resources. The financial resource I am advocating for you to be able to acquire is student loans if you do not have enough scholarships or grants. But primarily, I want you to apply for scholarships so that way your college can pay you to attend their school. Some of us can't play on the football field and get an NIL deal, so we can't get paid to go to school. If you have an NIL deal, you can still apply for scholarships. And the additional money, the surplus of money, the abundance of financial resources that you have acquired will be paid to you in a refund check from the school. There's so many different ways to make money, and applying for scholarships is my favorite way to encourage people to be able to earn additional income for themselves. At the very least, you can reduce the overall amount of potential student debt that you have. Reducing your debt is just as beneficial as being able to acquire more money. If you don't even need the scholarship money, still apply. Most people are not applying for scholarships. They are going unused. I'm encouraging you to apply for scholarships because that will give you a financial pathway for you to be able to achieve so much more in your life. The sky is not even the limit, it is the floor of opportunity. You don't have to shoot for the stars, you are one. You have a great story. You have a life that is worth being paid for. You are worthy. You are valuable. You are amazing. Consider yourself an amazing person. Consider yourself a story worth being told. Consider yourself someone who should be supported. If you have nieces or nephews who are in the 4th or 5th grade, there are scholarships for them to send them to camps where they can go and learn how to read better, interact with others, develop their leadership skills. 7th graders who are writers and cartoonists can apply for scholarships by utilizing those skills. $500 here for 500 words there. You can write short essays from 250 words to 650 words will allow you to win $35,000 from the Jackie Robinson Foundation. That's a scholarship. There's so many. And you can qualify for scholarships for just being a portion of the population. What do I mean? Against the Grain is a foundation that supports Asian students who need scholarships in order to go to college. How Asian do you need to be? 25%. That means one of your grandparents, you have 4 grandparents. If one of them was Asian or is Asian, then you're 25% Asian and you qualify for that scholarship. There's Native American scholarships where you just need to prove that you're 10%. The reason you're not winning scholarships is because you haven't applied for scholarships. The reason that you're nervous about paying for college is because you're not putting effort into paying for college. The FAFSA opened up on December 1st. Have you applied? Have you sat down with your children, or have you sat down with your parents? If you're the student, you need to talk to your parents and say, we need 2 years of your taxes. We're going to go apply for FAFSA, and you're going to get as much money as you possibly can from the federal government to support your education, because you becoming a smarter individual allows you to be able to contribute to someone's business in the future. And God bless you if you start your own business and you're the person who's providing other people with income by hiring employees. There's an entire financial literacy rant that I can go on right now talking about the benefits of businesses. If you already have a business and you're a parent and you want to support your child, I have 900 grants for you. It's on the same scholarship list because I recognize that there's so many people whose parents also need financial support for their business goals and their dreams. It is imperative that we consistently put effort towards the things that matter in our life. Recognize that life is going to continue to increase in cost. Tuition is going up every single year. Loans, the interest on loans are going up every single year. Inflation has been rising every single year. It is imperative that we are financially astute, that we're diligent with our money. I also have a budget on my website, professormiles.gumroad.com, for you to download and for you to use. Download a free list of 140 scholarships and don't be scared. It's only words. If you don't win one, apply for another. I encourage you to apply for every single scholarship. There's 140 scholarships, and I guarantee you're pretty much going to be writing the same 10 essays over and over again. You're just going to find out whether you need to submit the 250 word version, the 1,000 word version, the 1,500 word version, and that's it. Bill Gates' Millennial Scholarship will pay for everything all the way through the end of graduate school for you. You need to apply in August and September. The Jackie Robinson Foundation, $35,000 for 3 650-word essays due November 21st. The sorority, Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, has not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 different scholarships that you can apply for in January. There are scholarships that you can apply for in June. That means all year the money is available for you. If you're a junior in high school, start applying right now. Start applying right now. College will be here before you know it. The dream is yours. College is yours. And this doesn't matter whether you go to Timbuktu State or Harvard. I've been to the Ivy Leagues. I got a master's degree from the University of Pennsylvania, a master's in higher education, specifically focusing on financial policy via access and affordability. That means I have a master's in who can afford to go to college after they get in. This is why I have the stats just in my brain. I live for this. I love this. I'm a pathway of opportunity and light to help you understand your best position to apply for scholarships. And the hardest part about getting people to take advantage of scholarships is just that, getting them to take advantage. I can't edit an essay that you don't write. You can't win a scholarship you don't apply for. You have to take your shot. You have to put the ball in the hoop. If you're applying, thank you, Siri. If you're applying for scholarships, you have a greater chance of winning them. If you don't apply, you won't win them. Even if you get an athletic scholarship, that does not limit you, stop you from getting an academic scholarship. People have earned $1 million in scholarships. Many a times they get to keep the surplus. Because no matter how much we say college costs too much, it doesn't cost $1 million. My name is Professor Miles, and I thank you for listening, and I encourage you to not be shy. Just apply for those scholarships.